It is my honor, and I know Lin feels like it's his honor, and so does the rest of our significant team who have been working day and night since the election.
Holy smokes. If you've not already seen it, stop watching this video. Just right now, in the description, look for the link. I'll post a link to this video. Look at the screen. If you didn't see this today, you need to go watch this. This is Sidney Powell and Lin Wood in Atlanta today, giving a press conference about the different levels of fraud that we're talking about, and ultimately that we really shouldn't be calling this fraud at all. This is treason. We have deep state, swamp, whatever you want to call it, foreign agents and domestic agents that are trying to take down the United States via putting holes in the Constitution, by taking away guns, by taking away your small business, by taking away your essential liberties, by taking away the moralized population. They're demoralizing you, right? We're talking about all these things for the past 10 months. Here it is coming to a head. They announced today is the first day of what they're calling the open civil war. And it's not just a civil war within factions within the United States. It is a domestic cyber war that we're playing out. And I know this sounds like a bunch of jargon. Listen to the video. Go back and watch it if you didn't see it already. It's fairly long. It's an hour and 40 minutes. But watch it. It is critically important to hear every word that Lin Wood says and that Sidney Powell says. But I just want to show you the first little bit here. They're thanking everybody. He's introducing everybody. And Lin Wood says the following.
There's another man. I know where he is, but he's not here. He's not in the White House. He's not the President of the United States. But I know this man, and I know what he's doing right now. I know what he's been doing for many, many years. He's been fighting for America. And he's been fighting for you, the people, for the last several years. He's been fighting the same people that persecuted him for years and falsely accused him for years, that are trying to steal our country from us. Give it up for General Michael Flynn.
So you can see the kind of spirit of this, and that was at the very beginning. This is just 24 minutes in. So you have Lin Wood thanking everybody, and at the end there, before getting into his actual body of the speech, thanking General Flynn, saying that really, if you want to read between the lines, you thank the biggest guy last. So General Flynn is like the QB, the true coach, the play caller of all of these different actors. And you see a lot of different people theorizing or conspiracy theorizing that Sidney Powell is playing kabuki theater over here while Trump does these things over here with Giuliani, and you have Lin Wood doing the same kind of actions while distracting for Giuliani. Other people say Giuliani is the distraction, while Trump is simply going to dismantle the Electoral College vote by not allowing these different states to proceed with actually sending electors, so that Biden still doesn't have 270. And when that happens, there's a contingent election where legislatures vote and they have to vote party line, and Trump wins, and it's an obvious handover. So there are a bunch of different ways Trump wins. If people are making videos or trying to tell people in commentary that, there are fewer and fewer paths for Trump, Trump's chances are narrowing. I saw Tim Pool earlier say that Donald Trump has a narrowing chance. It's a long shot, but it could happen. That's what he says. That's bullshit. This is how I see it. It's a game of legal plinko. Every time you get in court, you either win or you lose an appeal. And when you appeal, think of it, I guess, as inverted plinko, because you flip it and it's going upwards. It's either you win or you appeal and go to the next court up, which you then either reset it. It's a game theory. You either then win or appeal and reset. Go to the next highest court. Now you're in an appellate court for an entire, 9-state territory. Or if it's in Georgia, an 11-state, so whatever. You eventually go to the Supreme Court. You know this. We've all heard, we're going to the Supreme Court. Well, this makes it all the more likely that won't be necessary. You talk about military tribunals in these different forums online. You can read people's comments about what they think historically has happened with military tribunals and what will happen in the future with them, how we could handle all of this, and how really there isn't a DOD or DOJ or FBI that could wrap their arms around this election fraud and treachery, because this is what it is. It's widespread treason. They can say they don't have evidence of widespread fraud, but we have evidence of widespread treason for the localized fraud. That's the problem. So it's a huge act of treachery, and the only group that has a way of wrapping their arms around it is the United States military. What do you call that then? This isn't a general, like you have heard, calling for martial law. This is not a general calling for the Insurrection Act and to have sedition charges pressed against these governors. You just have a straight-talking Southern attorney and another one named Lin Wood, who, both Sidney Powell and Lin Wood are going to tell you straight up in this video what will happen over the next 45 days. That's what you want. You want to know what's going to happen over the next 45 days, and why would I recount it for them if you can just go back and watch this video? So that would be my recommendation. Go to watch this today. Go watch this press conference. It is a little lengthy. Skip around if you have to. It buffers a little bit. But watch it. It's critically important. We are already at war with China. China is occupying the United States through the infrastructure. So it doesn't have to look like an army of 10,000 marching across a border. It can look like an army of $10 billion being put into different media companies to spew out propaganda and to literally just pile shit into the young minds, the malleable brains of young people in the education group. If you look at any university today, they're giving you Chinese propaganda. So they're paying you there. They're paying you with their propaganda through the news. They're owning every single major news corporation in one way or another through a small piece of it. I'm pretty sure China at this point owns half of NBC Universal. They own half of Reddit. They own a lot of these other companies, as we're finding out. They secretly bought Dominion Voting Systems, which is already a travesty of justice that we allowed an election to move forward on Chinese infrastructure, on Chinese servers, on Iranian and Serbian and Yugoslavian infrastructure that is all shared and parceled and parted out. Why is it that our vote, and this is another thing that Lin Wood covers, so again, watch the video. Why is it that your vote went from your precinct, leaving your state, going to Venezuela, then to Argentina, maybe Bolivia, maybe it stopped off in the Caymans, then it goes over into Germany? Why were our votes being filtered through a server in Frankfurt? He explains those servers have been taken. Whether or not you can confirm that, so many different people in the know have said this now and have confirmed that the servers have been taken, and whether or not the evidence found on them is recovered by us or by someone else is yet to be seen. But the fact that those servers have been taken, and Lin Wood says on his word, he saw the results there, that Donald Trump won by a landslide of 410 electoral votes if you were to part it out on a map, that he even won California, that he's got 87 million votes in total, and that the flipping of votes was not just in these four major Democrat cities, in these four major Democrat states. No. This was widespread. The voting flipping, the algorithmic flipping, that was done widespread nationally across the board, 3 to 5% in every precinct, in every county, in every state. And when that comes out, that will be their widespread evidence of voter fraud, or evidence of widespread voter fraud. That will be their election fraud. And when you can prove election fraud plus foreign intelligence and foreign influence plus malfeasance and malintent, you get a recipe for treachery. And that's what they're going to get. They're going to get so much worse than the torture that they would foresee upon their enemies. The people who would be a traitor to the United States. Oh my God, I can't wait to see what's going to happen to them over the next 4 years. You have here Lin Wood and Sidney Powell promising you on their blood that Donald Trump will be inaugurated on January 20th, 2021. So you heard it there first. Go listen to it. That's it. It's in the description. That's going to be where the link is. Like this video. Share this video. Help me grow the channel. It's been a little while since I've had a new video. Trying to get some things straightened up with the home office. And now that we're all locked down again and trying to kind of put together a makeshift studio for the time being. So like the video, comment below. That would be helpful. Let me know how I can improve this for you. I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can for you. Share the video, as I said. Subscribe to the channel. That helps. YouTube is knocking subscribers off every day, about 20 or so. And then, do everything else that you can do to keep America afloat.